Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Soon TM has been achieved. Welcome to another Nexus Gaming Series matchup tonight featuring heavy hitters against Rodney's imaginary friends. Early map bans for heavy hitters, Double H if you will, are going to be BOE and Sky Temple. Meanwhile, imaginary friends banning Tomb of the Spider Queen and Volskaya. Let's take a look. Take a look at where these teams are placed. This is the 6th and the 8th seed teams. They will be looking to add to their point total. This Banana Fever is kind of running away with the division. Let's see where we're heading first. I don't think we have a lobby up yet. Heavy Hitters has first pick, so whoever map that Rodney's picks will go to. See some dragon? We might see some dragon. Dragon these nuts. Ha! Got him. I see why the map hasn't been posted yet. We have two people in a 23-minute ARAM. Snarfungus. Wait a minute. That's not what I meant to do. They didn't win the map that's picked by the red team. That's... streaking. 35 watch streak. Holy... I'm a little tired tonight. I'm still laughing at your asshole call in the game earlier. Zoom in, yeah. One for the ages, surely. It's the first time I've seen that talent in NGS, truly. Obviously, you see it a lot in ARAMs, which I play 600 of a season, but first time I've seen it in any kind of competitive setting, which is hilarious. They've unlocked the secret tech. They're beginning to believe. They're beginning to learn. Alright, Snarf, are you... Okay, they're finally out of their ARAM. Let's see where we're going. I assume it's not going to be Infernal Shrines. Just knowing what I know about Snarf and her opinion. Oh my god, it's Infernal Shrines. No, it's not. It's... I got baited. I got baited by Rock. Rock's first game. Alright, we are finally getting a map here. It's going to be Towers of Doom for our first map. Love this map. Whoops. Tomb and towers are two different things. Alright, there we go. We got people trickling in finally. Damn, I got so much time I could finish my Slay the Spire run. That is tempting. Oh sure, now everybody shows up because I opened Slay the Spire. They must have been on an ARAM as well. It's a good thing there's a grace period of like 15 minutes, because otherwise everybody would just be late all the time because people are doing ARAMs up until the absolute last moment possible. Can I fight the B-Man before the game starts? Defy. Okay, good. Ultimate block. This guy is such a jackass. Lethality, block. Tizo good with hat. Okay, they're figuring this out. 29 damage, probably worth ripping this. Ooh, hidden gem. Aw. He's weak. Attack with it. I gotta strike him somehow. Ow. No, my Asti, he's dying. Draw 3 cards. Hidden gem. Ooh. Do I have another? Bop. Summon 5. He's getting there. They're all in the lobby. They're just waiting. So I don't know. What up, Amy? Good to see ya. Okay, Tezopaco says they are ready. Whoops, I misplayed that card. Please don't draw 3 dazed and kill me. And I'm out of there. I get a Regal Pillow. And Putrefy. Alright. Maybe Hots is starting now. Ooh, it is. Cool. Let's get to it. Towers of Doom.
Towers of Doom.
First band gonna be Sylvanas. We see Brightwing gone. Genji. Seem to be targeting a particular player. I feel like this is Revar's hero pool. CCS ready. Did you mean to type that in HOTS chat or something? Did you mean to type CCS ready here? No Junkrat, so 3 DPS. And Falstad immediately slammed by Xanth, which, I mean, seems like the right choice here, as he's still probably the most broken DPS right now. Teams are flipped. Oh, son of a bitch, they are. Thank you, Meeple. You're right. These degenerates. There's a way to swap teams. Okay, update. There we go. Oh, hell yeah. We get Rodney with his patented Murden. I think his Murden is one of the strongest, I think, in NGS. He's a very, very good Murden player. And Snarf on Li Ming. Thank you for catching that, Meeple. Holy shit, that's a Lily. We have a heroic division Lily, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on to your butts. Tezo Paco with the most interesting Garrosh build of all time coming in as well. A classic in the staple of his pool. Oh, God. He doesn't take Unstop, by the way. If you're wondering, is Garrosh going to take Unstop? No, he won't. Samuro ban, Tahaka ban, so 2 offlaners taken down. Asmo Chad immediately slams a Blaze. And I expect to see healer taken here. Probably, is it going to be Anduin? Or like Tyrande? I don't even know what they want here. Could also just be like Karazim. He typically tries to play somewhat off-meta heroes. Okay, it's Uther. That's fine. Not necessarily off-meta, but certainly not Brightwing, Anduin, Rhaegar. No, he doesn't take Unstop. This is, by the way, this is essentially Team USA, and he still will refuse to take Unstop. So, there you go. Tychus, Ape Monkey. Great name, by the way. And Hogger hunt them down. Crazy to see a Lily taken before a Tychus or Hogger on this map, but here we are. And the last DPS, I mean, Vala's still available. Vala's a pretty okay pick here. Like Cumilva would be interesting. I think Autos is a little sus into the blinds, but I could see Vala taken here. Junkrat's banned. Thrall? Maybe it's a Thrall angle. Oh shit, it's a Zeratul. Okay. So Zeratul to play the map a little bit, keep the Falstad from rotating freely. And maybe that was the plan all along, to kind of give the Falstad to play Zeratul. I know when I see Zera as Fal, I'm pretty scared. And a good Zeratul will just one-shot him, but that's kind of true of most DPS. Falstad seems to just not... I mean, he's just... can't get away. And they have a Lily to... I don't know, do nothing. Throw a cup of Joe and then die. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out, though. I think if heavy hitters can play the map better, they're going to have a much better chance. But if they try to fight them straight up, I think they just die. Anyway, from left to right, this is technically our away team, but they're in blue and they switch sides, so I don't know what to make of this. It's Rodney's imaginary friends. We have Drinko on Uther, Rodney on Murden, Asmo Chad playing Blaze, Rhaevar on the Zeratul, and Snarfungus on her Happy Cloud on the Li Ming. From right to left, it is heavy hitters in red. Ape Monkey on Tychus, Tezo Paco playing the Gary, Xanthanarium on Falstad, Whereabouts on the Hogger, and we have Drunk Unicorn on Lily. Let's take a look at our level 1 talents here. Obviously, auto attack Falstad makes the most sense. give him the X there from the Mura. Calamity teleport build on a Ming. Globes from Uther. Or not Uther. Oh. The throw was very odd, but I think Draco is still going to die here. Yeah, he will. The throw looked like he was going back this way, but he was throwing him into his team. This, you know what? This is my fault. This is my fault, so I'm sorry, Rodney's, because I was playing with Drinko earlier, and I was playing Uther and an ARAM before the match, and I was dying a lot. And so he saw that play and then just kind of was like, oh, that's how you play Uther. But no. See, what you want to do is stay alive. And now I think he'll be a lot safer after this. And Tezopaku is taking a lot of damage here. But now we have a jump. And a jump back. Already 8 stacks for the Murden. Falstead helping with camp. And Li Ming's got a little bit of work to do here in the bot lane to make sure these pumpkins don't go in. Tried to throw the pumpkin in, but didn't quite succeed there. One pumpkin's still alive. Looks like it's going to run at a tower, so one of them will get through. Zeratul getting another globe and getting the camp out. For the blue team, meanwhile, Falstad and the Hogger boy, the whereabouts, they will be taking this top camp relatively free. So they're going to provide a little support here in the mid lane for his Blaze to clear that out. And we still have 3 pumpkins pushing here, and it's going to be kind of hard for them to clear this with the Lili. I mean, yeah, as soon as Tezo goes anywhere near this team, he's going to get hit pretty hard. And now Rayvar coming in looking for some damage, 200 HP in a dream, but it's not enough. Ends up being a nightmare. The tank will go down and all the pumpkins connect to the bottom walls and towers of the red team's fort in the bottom lane. So each team now with a kill. Zeratul going to continue playing the map as the Falstad is. Falstad obviously trying to get some stacks. Chad is getting kind of bodied here in the top lane. Does he have tap available? No, not for 78 seconds, so he has to full back. Hogger doing a great job. And it looks like red team is going to play for their side immediately in the top lane. And Blaze is going to be late to this objective. Rayvar trying to get some poke damage onto the Hogger, but now with Falstad here, it's going to be pretty dangerous. Okay, it's going to be a 1-for-1 in the top lane. The fight's going to rage on in the bottom lane. Blaze goes to the top to soak. Rayvar trying to get out. Looks like he will successfully, but he's very low on mana. Tezopaku doesn't have an unstop and gets immediately hit with the Uther Bonk, but Rodney's will go down. Nice poking here from Snarf, but it looks like Hogger is going to be capping this objective. And they'll go back into their rotations as normal. Level 7 is going to be here first for the blue team. We have Dings, too, in the rhythm. Really interesting talent. Choice here. No grenade even for the Ming? Like that's wild to me. Alright. Unstop used. Rodney able to get out of there. Rayvar in the back line trying to get a pick, but not going to find one just yet. How many stacks? We have 22 on the Murden. 55, and I missed a kill here in the top lane. Blaze came down, got a nice stun onto Falstad. Rayvar able to provide enough damage to get their second kill. So now 2-2 in kills, but notably Rodney's almost a full level ahead yet. Nice bonk there. Rodney's going to get thrown over the shoulder, though. Nice throw there by Tezo onto Rodney. Is there going to be enough damage? 19 HP? Yes, it will. Very nice throw there by Tezo. Tychus can scoot, but he can also get thrown over on top of anyone he desires. Hogger's in the mid lane and can come down to fight this if they decide to. Big connection there from Snarf. But now Snarf getting thrown in the cleanse just a little late. Healing gonna miss as well. Asmachad is here. If Rodney's can get here in time, they might be able to turn this with Rayvar, but it's, yeah, no, it looks like it's bad. All 5 members here. Oh, Rayvar looking for more, but the auto can't quite get the kill, and now more pumpkins. Okay, 2 of the pumpkins. Well done by Trinko. Stunning the pumpkins there. Or at least one of them. And now 3 more kills in favor of heavy hitters. They're going to reclaim an XP lead, I think. Not quite. They're still a little bit behind, despite up being 3 kills. Falstad gets a really big power spike at 7, and then again at 13. And then, you know, Gust exists, so... No taunt. We're gonna have Decimate, Gust, Cups. That is a Shockwave, and I guess I assume it's gonna be Drill? Yeah, okay. We have a Drill. Meanwhile, for the blue team, Wave of Force, Might of the Nerazim, Divine Shield Bunker, and Playmaker from Rodney. Both teams level 10 looking for a reason to use their ultimates. And instead... Oh, are they getting the Hogger here? Nice stun there. Shockwave only going to connect to Blaze. Rayvar going to escape as well. Good job by Hogger getting out of that sticky situation. Tesla looking for a throw. Finds one immediately. The Gust is going to not do much, I don't think. Okay, they don't even try to go for it. Zeratul in the backline. Immediately Xanthanarium turns on him. And that's kind of what you want to do. I mean, you have to hold your ground. At 13, you're able to hold your ground a lot easier, but we are getting thrown now. He does get de-shielded immediately. He's going to provide some sort of support in the way of damage, but ultimately he's too low to really stay and fight. Gust used to disengage. And the Drill will be taking out a minion. Yep. Hogger here. Bop. I love doing that. It's the mental game. Gary is kind of permanently at half HP this game. But that's where the Gary is the strongest and scariest. Zeratul really needs to get his globes. Murden only at 32 stacks. Falstad is flying top. Blaze is going to have to bunker this. Falstad is here. Everybody is here. He's buying a lot of time, though. Wait, is he out? No. He's not out. Right? He's out. He's out, and they're going to be able to turn this. Tezupaco's kind of a Narnia here. He gets stunned immediately and gets haymakered backwards into tower range, and because there's no unstop... I'm sure that's the first time I'll call that. He gets haymakered into the backline under towers and dies. Oh, lordy. Cup's not used as well there. There's a couple of ultimates. I guess they just weren't expecting everybody to show up, but a really nice play there by Asmachad. Never say die type of situation there. Now Zeratul putting some damage onto the Tychus. I wonder if it's auto-attack build because of Tychus as well. You can just kind of hold your ground. Like, if you go heal at 13, I wonder if that's enough to kind of keep you alive into the Zera damage as well. Okay, he goes Q at 13. I like that. Glass Can Li Ming. Let's fucking go, Snarf. I love it. Good cleanse on the throw. Anybody not taking Glass Cannon at 13 is a bitch. And they should be sad. Ooh, nice nice gust there. Rayvar kind of caught. He is able to get de-shielded there, and now Li Ming resets. Almost killing everybody, but just not quite. She tries to go in, but there it is. It's everybody. Yep. They get another kill. And Li Ming's damage. Glass Cannon. It's a 5 for 1 in favor of Rodney's. And And that is going to be a significant turning point in favor of Roddy's imaginary friends. Heavy hitters did have the early lead, a lot more kills to boot. Since the Asmo Chad had gotten away in a gank in the mid lane, things have been looking a lot more blue dabba dee dabba die here on Towers of Doom. Falstad almost has 150 stacks, so second pinnacle just around the corner. 68 stacks. And this is the kind of damage that, yeah, you gotta be afraid of. If that's not under tower, I think it's a dead Falstad. Luckily, he was close enough to the tower, gave Rayvar pause. They're going to try to get a couple of these pumpkins in the bot lane. Snarf here, lying here in wait. And I think they could just kill the tank now. We have Mirror Ball and Glass Cannon. I wonder if enough stuns, if we're able just to blow up the tank, or, I mean, anybody else also just kind of dies, but obviously it's a lot easier to hit the thing in front of you. Pumpkins cleared up, still 28-24 in favor of heavy hitters, but they are now almost 2 full levels behind. And here comes a drill. It's like a campaign mission. Oh, there goes the drill. Hey, good ultimate. You know what would have been really nice there? An Odin. Nah, we don't want an Odin. Throw onto Rodney's. No follow-up CC, though, because it literally doesn't exist. I thought the lyrics went, I'm blue, I would beat off a boy? What? I would beat off a guy? I beat off a guy. That would die. Okay, that makes more sense. I'm excited for this game to get 20. I love seeing Repulsion play. I think this map has some very strong Repulsion play angles. As far as pushing in pumpkins and pushing people into towers and stun onto Hogger, but he is able to skirt away. Maybe he's not able to skirt away. That's what Chad's looking for, this kill. Gets another stun. Rodney is going to have that available as well. Really nice play there by the 2 offlaners. And now Xanth coming in and immediately has to gust. Revar going in, he gets the blink, but yeah, a little scary. 8 Monkey is left to do chores in the bottom lane, and he's minigunning this this tower to his heart's content, and I'm missing kills in the top lane. Zeratul claiming the life of Falstad, as previously mentioned. So part of me thinks that this was Rodney's intention the entire time, is we're going to give the Falstad up on this map, and we're going to try to play the Zeratul, and then just kind of farm the Falstad, and to their credit, it's been working pretty well. Notably, they're not going to take this because they want this bottom fort back before they try to... Never mind. Revar's just going to take the fort. I don't know why they didn't just throw Li Ming combo at it, but whatever. I think they did this right. They killed the minion wave in just enough time where it should stall here so they can kill this. Yeah. And now Heavy Hitters is very much on run around and collect buildings duty, and it should be relatively unplayable for them here. They're going to get 20s, and this game is kind of just over. Heavy Hitters takes back the top bell tower. Asmo's going to get a charge here, and there's going to be 10 shots heading left to right to the red team's core. Ba-boom! Yeah, huge. So, the level 20's now going to have Repulsion available. That level 20. Let's see. Woo! Almost. I think you're... Oh, the Repulsion was used. Repulsion must have been missed. I must have not seen it go off. Because I didn't see anybody move. And it's a very noticeable thing if somebody goes flying, unless I'm old and blind, which is fair. No taunt either. Like, we don't have taunt into the Zera either. I don't know. Li Ming also almost has Repulsion back here. They're going to be looking for a combo. See if they can land one. Maybe onto the Falstad. Nice damage there. Now Snarf looking for it. Gonna find it. Almost! Xanth almost got hit by that Repulsion. That definitely would have killed. And bye-bye. Oh my God, glass cannon. Now the resets. 8 monkey almost getting one shot as well. And what do you do? I mean, the repulsion is such a strong ability to use.
The altars rise again.
Rodney only has 42 stacks, by the way. It's not a lot. And we see double Haymaker charge. I didn't even notice that. So it's not the Mountain King. There's a stun. There's a kill. And what are we going to see now? There's a throw into Drinko, but I think he can just heal it. Oh, it's a really... Wow, no, he wasn't able to get the D-shield off in time. But it's not going to matter. The game's kind of been over for a while, and now the game is very over. They're just going to get a 6 cap. Actually, they don't even need a 6 cap. They can just get the objective. And which way do they want to win this? It looks like they're going to win it the objective way. Snark's going to calf it up in the bottom lane, and heavy hitters will be going down 0-1 here at this best of 3. Goodbye, Court. GG's. No GG's from anybody. Alright, fine. Leading away in the damage, Snarfungus, Glass Cannon, Li Ming build, the correct build, by the way. This is the correct build. I will not be taking any comments, questions, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. This is the only way to play Li Ming. And if you're not playing her like this, you're a coward. Anyway. Speaking of builds. Oh, never mind. Leading away in damage, though, Li Ming, obviously. Tychus there for heavy hitters. Up there in the charts as well. Only needed 28,000 damage with the inting Drinko. As far as soak goes, Blaze had a really nice escape. I mean, that escape really was the turning point for the whole game. He was able to survive that gank and then, in turn, get a gank onto the Gary. And that was it. Lily, though, providing a lot of healing. I didn't see the Lily build. Was it full Water Dragon? Yeah. I like this. This is typically like with Mistweaver at 20, which is a really, really strong talent, too. I don't know if it's, like, the correct competitive build. But this is what I was going ARAM. So a Falstad loses, and probably because they didn't get 20. Because more often than not, once a Falstad gets 20, the game starts to go their favor. Gust would have been very brutal into this team, but I guess we did have Group D shield, so I don't know. Anything can happen with level 20 Gust, though. Anywho's, I don't play Li Ming at all. Neither a coward nor a hero. Fair. Let's give Rodney's their point on the board. This is won by the blue team. And let's see if Heavy Hitters wants to do a map selection or first pick. It looks like a lobby is up. We are heading to Infernal Shrines, which I know for a fact this is going to be picked by... No, this is picked by Rodney's again. They're picking this map. They're double bluffing everybody this season. They're like, they're not... we hate Infernal. They've been on the we hate Infernal Shrines kick for so long, and now this season they're like, we're only playing Infernal Shrines. Hit him with the old Uno reverse in season 21. Alright, we just about got everybody in here. We will be starting up shortly. Alright, we have ready from the heavy hitters. You ever come back to a mobile game after like several years and you just get like a zillion things to collect and you don't know what the hell to do with it? And there's just like little exclamation points on everything. Oh no, I've been kicked from my guild. That makes sense. Hero balancing. Yeah, I bet I missed some patches, huh? This game starting. I can upgrade the house. I can upgrade the mine. Why not? Okay, let's draft some heroes. Ooh, I can upgrade this. Sure. First band, gonna be the same as the first game. We're gonna see Sylvanas. Yo, the amount of money you can spend on these mobile games, man. Whew. I don't even remember playing this game. Like, it came up for me, and it was like, oh, remember this? I'm like, kinda. Mephistos, that's a very targeted band. Oh, right, Xanthanarium. Xanthanarium will first pick Mephisto. He doesn't give a shit if there's a Chromie, and a Nubarak, or both, or a Stitches, and he will probably just kind of hard carry the game. He's a very good Mephisto player. So no Genji again, and what did they decide to ban for the last pick? Maiev as well. Let's fly. Falstad taken again. Let's see if they go with the Zeratul once more. It's gonna be Diablo Chromie to lead the way. Glory to the Horde. This time we see Ape Monkey tanking with the Johanna and Tezopako on Thrall. Comfort pick here. We're going to see the Tychus band. And no more Zeratul. Falstad says, please ban the Zeratul. But now does it leave room for something even more sinister out of Rodney's imaginary friends? Say, a Deathwing. Wait, Leo's still up. Oh, they could still Leo here. I think I just, yeah, Leo is a very good choice here. You could have even gone like Leo and Malthael. Wait, and just go no healer? That would have been really interesting. Wonder how that would have worked. This is an exciting draft. I am all for this.
Wait till they get a load of
And a Kerrigan. What? I have no idea what to expect. I have no inclination. Like, to me, I think Heavy Hitters wins draft just because of the heroes that they have and what they're playing into. Like, I think the Deathwing gets countered very hard by, like, the Leo Thrall Falstad. But if they don't play around it well, then they get farmed. I don't know. It's gonna be really interesting. Let's switch it over to the right screen here. Spicy Meatballs confirmed. From left to right, we have Rodney's Imaginary Friends, RIF. Snarfungus on Kerrigan. Drinko playing Alex Straza. Look at them thighs. We're going to take a break to take a look at Alex Straza's thighs. Drinko could stop moving for a second. Yeah. Anyway, Ravar on Chromie, as with Chad on the Deathwing. And Rodney on Diablo. From right to left, it is Heavy Hitters. Xanthanarium vibing here, dancing on the worst skin Thrall. And then pausing. We have Whereabouts on Leo. 8 Monkey on the Johanna. Tezzapako on the Falstad? Did they swap? Tezzapako's on Falstad. Okay. And then bringing up the rear, we have Drunk Unicorn in the core on the Anduin. We will switch screens here just for... It really doesn't matter, but it might matter. Alright, we got the all clear here. Alright, we're back. Let's take a look at a level 1 talents here, and it is Devil's Due with Circle of Life. So, there is kind of like a weird globe comp you could go for here, if you're Rodney's, and this is kind of part of it. We're going to see W build Falstad, who already has 2 stacks, and already a much better start for the side of Heavy Hitters than Game 1. Actually, they got the first kill immediately. This is the same exact start as Game 1. Yeah, Kerrigan might be caught here. Gonna get rooted as well. Tezzapako is gonna be able to farm some stacks. Xanth runs down Kerrigan. Now it's a much better start. And Alex Straza is gonna be sad. Is he dead? No, okay. But Diablo's just dead again. Ooh, nicely done there, getting the Q out, avoiding the damage. We have Blue Thrall. Time Trap only connects to Diablo. Ravar might be a little rusty on the whoever the hell that is. Chromie. Both teams starting their camps. Gonna be getting him out roughly the same time. We have a bit of a scuffle in the mid lane. Kerrigan at 16 stacks. As I ranted about yesterday, a very irritating quest to try to stack since the changes. It was almost easier before. And now you have to get more of them. 5 globes already, though. 6 for the Alex. Felstead trying to get some more stacks. Gonna get the 2, but does get comboed from Kerrigan. Nice pull there by Drunk Unicorn. Did I get distracted by the timeout? I don't remember saying who everybody was playing. I got distracted by Tesla Paco on Felstead. I don't think I mentioned that whereabouts is here on the Leo. I may have. Nice combo yet again. Trying to get stacks, but is he going to get down? Drinko looking for another E, and it's going to find it. So that's first blood for Rodney's imaginary friends. They're still down a kill, and down a little bit in XP as this first shrine is about to start. Each team ignoring their top bruiser camp, instead trying to play for the objective. Xanth getting caught a little bit, but here comes the Deathwing. Deathwing might be able to help get this kill, and yes, he will. And now this should be a relatively... oh my gosh, Tezopaco just... what? He's a mad lad on this Falstad, man. He's a mad lad. Just full flight into a bush that none of his team was near. But already 8 stacks. 20 for the Thrall. So they're doing well on those pinnacles. $21-0 on objective. Trying to run down the Chromie. And with this build of the Falstad, you kind of have to play like a psychopath. You have to get your stacks kind of at the... oh. Nice pull by Drunk Unicorn. And we have a steed! It's a steed! Steed charge. He's a noble steed. Rodney does get Leo over the wall, but unfortunately Leo can just go through the wall. Thrall doing a good job getting those stacks already at 33. Here is the Slowing Sands, and it is a brutal talent for people to play with. A Monkey is, I mean, yeah, he was very much playing in the sand. Snarf maybe looking for a combo here. Slowing Sands, talked about a little bit before, but I think still one of the most broken 20s, if not the most broken 20 in the game right now. And now a nice counter kill onto the Kerrigan. Rodney's going to try to get out. Drinko, the circle a little bit too far behind, and I think that's going to be Souls. Yes, it will. Time Trap going to delay anybody from catching up to the Chromie. But nice play here by Heavy Hitters. Get some XP back, get a couple of kills. Despite losing the first objective, they're sitting in a really nice spot, I think. Their level 10s are quite gnarly. As long as they can avoid just getting blown up by the Chromie Sands at 20, I think they're going to be just fine in this game. So level 10s, we see Gust and Tomb. Sunder. Light Bomb and... gotta be... oh, it's Falling Sword. Okay. Leo looks to be getting picked here. Yep, definitely. Ooh, maybe not. Nicely done. And now the counter engage with the Light Bomb. Apoc not really going to do much. The Entomb going to catch Drinko, but he is able to get out of there just in time. And now the Slowing Sand's going to provide a little bit of cover fire. And here comes the Deathwing. Here comes the Deathwing. Going to fear the backline away while the rest of the team remains active on the front. Gust not going to do a whole much. Diablo looking like a raid boss here. And Deathwing is a Deathwing, by the way. Yep, that's super fair. He's not overtuned at all. So it looked like it was going to be a really nice counter gauge for heavy hitters. They do end up losing 2. The Life Binder, which was the ult I was trying to think for half a second during that team fight. Really coming in clutch and saving the Kerrigan. And now Xanth caught out a little bit, and a little bit is all that is required. Down goes Thrall. 55 stacks, halfway there. He's living on a prayer. Only 21 though. Starting to fall a little bit behind curve, probably with the Falstad stacks, but things really start to ratchet up once you get the 45. I think I would try to sit top lane and try to get the stacks, because Deathwing really can't get away from you. Looks like blue team is going to try to play in the bottom fort area. They're not going to start this objective until they get their 13s. And on cue, Falstad flies top and kills the Deathwing. So this is what they need to be doing more of there. That was a nice play by them. And now Falstad actually didn't have flight. Wait, here comes a Gust. Ends up catching Drinko. He's going to need a target to Lifebinder. And he's into the stasis. He can't Lifebinder because he's a stasis. Chromie, get out. He hits the stasis. Oh, that's funny. Falling Sword going to stop the Thrall from dying. Is it going to be enough? Nice time trap there. Does catch the Steed from trying to run away. And only the Falstad will die. I would give a fair amount of money to see what the comms were like that. Just go, Raymar, get out of stasis. I'm gonna die. Please. So Thrall and Leo, again, bullying the Deathwing out of lane here. Heavy hitters are ahead in XP. Oh my gosh. What? That's so scary. There could be a time trap here. Deathwing is kind of hard to kill. With Falstad not being auto attack, and the Punisher doing some fair amount of work on the back line here. He jumped over everything to go and hit them. Combo going to miss there from Kerrigan, but another engage from Rodney's setting up the Chromie damage. Here is Falling Sword to disengage as best they can. Slowing Sands, though. Pull being used by Drunk Unicorn. For a Drunk Unicorn, he's playing quite well on that Anduin. Huge combo there from Kerrigan. Catches 3. And the Arcane Punisher not going to get much more value here. Going to fall over. Are they going to try to fight this? I mean, again, Diablo is kind of hard to kill. Now that Leo's here, it's a lot easier to kill him, but... So, Lifebinder used. That's a big ult down. Blue team looking for an angle here. See if they're going to find one. Snarf just missing the combo, but hitting the combo on the backside. Missed the Ultralisk, but hit the combo. Arguably the harder thing to hit. Both teams just about level 16s now. Both teams going to be doing the Bruiser camp. I expect to see them start this here, yeah. Thrall almost has his Pinnacle quest done. That's going to be a very nice addition to their damage. We do have auto attack build from Leo. So just percent damage into the Deathwing, excuse me. Rodney's looking for something here. Hello, Mata. Hello, Fada. Hello. Instead, we have an engage onto the Anduin. It's a beautiful gust there from Tezupaku, but now Chad is here, and the damage is already done. Can you believe that Revar hasn't touched this game in months? Can't believe he relapsed. Yep, here he is. Yeah, the QQ talents here from Diablo gonna make Falstad quite sad. He relapsed, yeah. So Xanth completes his quest here. Entomb not gonna quite land. Holy shit, look at the damage from the Qs! Has a chance in the back line under -40 and really doesn't care. Now that level 18s exist, we're going to see the unraveling here from Chromie, and you're going to see anybody standing in it explode on cooldown. Roddy in a good position here to dive the back line. Instead, they go for the Joe. Here is the unraveling. Leo is the target. It's not... Oh my god, it's not unraveling. It's Piercing Sands. Well, you know, he said he hasn't played the game in a while. Wait. What? How is this interaction going to work? Oh, he gets pulled. Okay. Chad dives into the backline as Kerrigan is healing up, waiting for those abilities to come back before comboing yet again. And it looks like Whereabouts is going to find the Hall of Storms, but it's a really nice Entomb. They just don't really have the follow-up damage here. A lot of poke damage, and unfortunately, Drunk Unicorn on the Anduin caught out just a bit. Rodney's looking for more, but not going to find it. 8 Monkey trying to get his team out of there as Machad's going to miss the Fear. It's a nice Sunder there, actually. Look at the damage there from... Wait, he wants him. He gets him. Rodney's a good tank, man. Watching him play is fun. But he's back. Here comes another APOC. The fight rages on. Falling Sword going to get some value this time around. And just nobody's dying, but they're fighting in a dragon. Fighting in a dragon's always rough, and now fighting in the 2 dragons is even rougher. And Team Dragons... Wait, that's what this is. This is Team Dragons. Why didn't they play Brightwing? Holy shit, look at the healing there. Look at the freaking healing of the Thrall. I mean, he is basically immortal. How much damage does he have? 77k. I mean, it's not even close. He's 40,000 more damage than anybody else in this game. Or anybody else in his team, rather. Almost the game. He's 20k up from anybody else. So, Chromie's a dragon, right? And Alex is a dragon. And Deathwing's obviously a dragon. Or is it that they all have wings? Yeah, I'm really surprised not to see the unraveling here, but... Diablo is kind of just out here farming with this QQ talents. Mortar Punisher going to be pushing from left to right. It's 14-5. Game's kind of gotten away from heavy hitters a little bit. But again, if they can get their 20s, I think they're going to be in good shape. They don't have to deal with the unraveling, which I thought was going to be the big problem. Cocoon slightly dodged there by the other Cocoon. Tesla going in and gets a gust, but unfortunately the Punisher has something to say about it, and that sets up the Diablo charges nicely. Whereabouts getting low as well. I hate the Thrall power creep of the recent patches. Not sure I know what that means. Snarf looking for a combo, but gonna miss. They're trying to end this game here, but will they be able to? Deathwing's gonna come down and have some words with the backline of heavy hitters. You mean just the fact that he has to, like, stack 100 times? And I don't know if they have the damage to even push them off here, because as with Chad, I mean, they have to fight into a Deathwing, and fighting into a Deathwing right now is a really bad time. And yeah, it looks like Rodney's just going to be able to hit the core here. Lifebinder is used. Rayvar's running for his life. And he will die, but so will the core. And Rodney's imaginary friends get some very real 4 points. Much needed in this very close heroic division. GG. Leading the way in damage, Thrall by a mile. Thrall by a mile. And the healing as well. Pretty insane. But Team Dragons able to come up on top. Siege was close. Healing a little close. Janner gave Thrall too much oomph. Yeah. Yeah, he do be slapping. But not any damage that couldn't be healed up. And Alex Strauss is doing a good job at that. This music is really loud right now. Okay, sorry. So blue team's gonna be winning this. Let's go back to our map selection. And close this. Let's see if they want to talk to me. Where do you even go here? Lobby? I'll go in the lobby. You're welcome for the broadcast. Whoops, I should have done something differently there. I remember this now. Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Drinko should also be coming.
All
'Cause I
right.
didn't want to go by myself.
Do you not feel safe in a room with me, or has... Oh well.
It's just I always felt awkward as a caster when it was like a one-on-one interview. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I mean this is the worst part of casting, I think, is the interviews, but a lot of people really like them, and
yeah.
I'm very much a fan of anybody that says like, no, we're good. I'm like, okay, great, thanks, have a nice day, bye.
Yeah. I would usually ask, and most of the time people said no.
Oh, here you are, so thanks for
Yeah.
that.
You're
Congratulations.
Just for you.
2-0 victory. How's it feel overall?
Great, because our season has been awful.
That's good.
Yeah.
It looks like Rayvar wasn't too much of a boat anchor for you tonight. I know you guys didn't have your normal lineup. How was it playing with a sub?
Good. I mean, Rayvar was main roster for 2 seasons. Our 2 tanks just can't play super late. And we scheduled this one at 11 EST, so he came to save the day.
Nice. I think one of the funnier moments for me throughout that entire game was when Drinko got gusted into them, and Chromie was there as well, and Chromie stasised and remained stasised while you could clearly see that he wanted to lifebinder him to save himself. And I was giggling for about 2 seconds because I thought, boy, I wonder what the comms are for that.
It would have saved both of us.
right. But he's just like, I'm just hanging out. Like, I'm just gonna take a break.
I think we were actually a little quiet during that one because we were like, oh god.
So some curious draft strategy, I think, and I don't know if this was planned or not, but game 1, you guys go to towers, and obviously everybody knows Falstad's a pretty broken hero. Was the plan to give the Falstad to play Zera?
No, I forgot that hero existed.
Okay. Yep. Okay. That's fair.
We were literally talking about it right before because Asmo was like, "Yeah, I just don't want to play into like unaverted Falstad sitting in my lane," and I was like, "Oh yeah, haha," and then I forgot to ban it.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. It's good to be honest.
Yeah.
And then
I don't know why they let me ban, honestly.
So then game 2, it was a conscious decision to leave it up.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. And
Game two, we were more scared of the punishing how clumsy we were gonna be.
yeah, and that's, obviously it's no secret that Xanth plays a pretty okay Mephisto. And they
Yeah.
play Maev as
But
well,
we
so
we did double ban Zan, which I always feel kind of bad about it, but we were like, yeah, those both of those heroes are something we don't want to see.
yeah, it would have ruined for sure. I was
Hmm.
surprised you didn't see. So what was your third band? The third band was that the it
Tychus.
was Tychus instead of the
Yeah.
Leo. Any regrets there? Did it feel like he was getting shredded because of the Leo? Because I think that's probably the strongest counter right now to the Deathwing if you're going that route.
Yeah, that would probably be an Asmo question. I don't really pay attention to the offlane unless he starts asking for help.
Sure.
Um,
He said
but I
that
do think it
he's
was
played the other side of it, being the Leo, and he said it was harder than he wanted it to be.
Okay.
So I think he felt confident in his abilities for it.
yeah, I know he did get
Didn't
a little low a couple
push too
times
hard.
because Leoric would entomb him and then just like
Right.
beat on him in the entomb. And Deathwing can't really do much about that.
Yeah. It was. Yeah. It's scary. It's hell in a cell there for the Deathwing for sure. Especially when he goes to that full
Hmm.
auto build, and he was doing a great job at trying to maintain him. But I mean, if you even lose focus on the Deathwing though in a team fight for half a second, it's like, oh shit, he's gonna land on top of all of us. He's just so overtuned, man. Like janitor, I don't know what we're doing here, but he's gotta get nerfed. Oh, as Chad's saying, he's inching it.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
he's talking about Drinka. I was fine. I got entombed a couple of times, but in the fights, it was fine. Okay, so he's not super worried there. Um, I don't know. I don't have much else to say. I think you guys played really well. The turning point, seemingly, for the whole series was Asmachad escaping top lane after getting ganked and then running
Oh,
down,
mhm.
and the haymaker on the garage and the towers. And after that, you guys were pretty much in the driver's seat. I complimented
Yeah.
your build, Snarf. I think
Oh,
you
thank
and I
you.
are the only ones that do the right Leeming builds.
Rodney
Um,
as well. That's where I learned it from Rodney.
good, good. Yep,
Yep,
never change.
he taught me the way.
Yep,
I've played Leeming since she came out and I started playing with Rodney and he was like, "Ew, why are you taking Illusionist? Watch me do this, it's way better." And I was like, "Wow, that is way better."
yep. You don't have to take illusionist if you just don't take damage, and so just don't
Exactly.
take damage. Yeah, see,
Right.
I'm gonna clip this and send it to Canny, but
Yeah, please do. Glass cannon is the only way.
thank you, thank you.
I don't
Look,
know. Cannoneer is really fun though.
Cannoneer is fun.
Cannoneer
I
is
will
fine.
take like into like a tracer. I really like charged blast Cannoneer because you just bank it up and then she blinks at you and you auto attack her once and it's like a third of her HP.
That's awesome.
It's especially good into like good tracers that are actually reading your abilities.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, and good traces are they're few and far between, but when you do run into
Hmm.
one, it sucks.
Yeah.
But that's all I got for you guys. Congratulations again. If you got any shout outs or anything else you want to say, the floor is yours.
I don't think so. Shout out to the team. Um, it was really fun. Shout out to heavy hitters for being cool and still playing NGS in heroic.
Yeah,
We need people in heroic every season when like it's placements time. I'm always worried that there's not going to be a heroic div.
I don't miss. I mean, you guys are really nice and friendly, but I don't miss you. And I don't miss playing you, and I don't miss heroic at all. So
I hope you know when I read your note on your application for NGS, it gave me a really good laugh. Just please God, not heroic. Please don't put me in heroic. Anything but heroic, please, sweet baby Jesus.
I was looking at all the teams, and I'm going, okay, I see a pretty clear divide between heroic teams and then us, and then like there's a nice little niche of Nexus teams, and I think there's going to be like 7 or 8 of us, and I was almost exactly right with all the teams that landed there.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, cool. And to you're in the placement committee. I think it's not a super well known secret, but like I think our division is very competitive this season.
Yeah,
And a
I
lot of
was really
divisions have
happy with
been.
how Nexus turned out this season because I was also like, I'm always going to be worried that we're not going to be able to make like Nexus and Heroic both, because the one season where we were forced to do a joint Heroic Nexus, it wasn't very fun for either side.
Yeah, exactly. And it was, do you do the double round robin? Do you just do everybody plays everybody once? And
Right.
we have to do. I think we have 2 or 3 flex matches. So whatever, I'll do them if it means having a competitive season. Which
Yeah.
it
Our
has
our
been.
season in Heroic is the same way. Um it was like I think we have 8 teams, so we have like 3 flex matches, and we were talking about it in placements, and I was like, I promise you, everybody would rather have a really competitive season and play one more flex match than like bump somebody up or down and make somebody either the weakest or the strongest on either side.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's great. I think you guys are handling it well, and we're trying to keep as many teams as competitive as possible and keep the interest as alive as possible. So thank you for all that you do behind the scenes. It's a very thankless job being part of the placement committee, being part of the rec
Yeah.
committee. Anything that you do for NGS, it is a rather thankless job. So thanks for doing
Yeah.
that. Um,
Yeah.
and,
It did
and
go really well this season, though. We didn't get a single team that was unhappy with their placement.
that's
And we were
awesome.
very, as a whole, we were very proud of ourselves.
Cool. Really, really good to hear. Well, congrats again. I'm gonna let you guys go. Have a wonderful night. We'll see you next time for sure.
Yeah. Catch you later.
GG's. All right, that's gonna do it. Little insight to how things happen with placements and stuff like that. It's kind of interesting to hear. But I'm glad they're happy. I'm glad the season overall. I think we've only had one team drop out. Seems like for the most part, most of the divisions are very close and very competitive, and that's all we try to do, man. It's just have as much fun as possible. Try to give everybody a chance and hope for the best. So I'm unhappy I asked for E. Well, unlucky, buddy. All right. Congratulations again to Rodney's Imaginary Friends 2-0 victory over Heavy Hitters. For NGS, I'm Eternally Blue. Thank you guys so much for joining us, coming out and supporting HOTS. Have a wonderful night, everybody. Be good to each other.